The first collar training communication is really an underpinning for all you're going to do in the future. You're going to have to learn a skill, and it's a skill that's going to set you up for all your future pup play and for your experiences in all BDSM. And it's a pretty simple skill. It has 3 components. It's about communicating, asking what you want, which is component number 1. It seems pretty logical, and it is. It's very straightforward. Ask for what you want. 2, say no to what you don't want. You need to ask those you're in the scene with what you want. 2, say no, I don't want that, to what you don't want. And capping that off, thirdly, is the skill of negotiating the conflict. Because sometimes there's differences between what you want and what someone else wants, and it can include what you don't want. And it's about finding a middle path or a compromise where people get a little bit of each, or you agree to put things aside, whatever works, and finding a way to negotiate your way through potential conflict so you don't damage any relationship. The relationship between yourself and your master is utmost importance, and first collar training communication, done right, establishes a very healthy and straightforward relationship, a very healthy and straightforward communication, based on you saying how you feel and finding out how your master feels. If at any time you're feeling uncertain, ambiguous, like you're not sure, you can't tell what your master is thinking, then just ask. Ask in such a way that it's something, how are you feeling, master? Are we good, boss? Is everything okay? How are things between us? Obviously, you don't want to be a passive-aggressive shit and do this every 5 minutes. It will annoy the fuck out of your master, and you're getting your boot kicked. You're getting your ass booted, and you're not going to be trained. It's really questions to ask when you're not sure what your master is thinking. And over time, as you get to know each other in a relationship, you're going to feel more comfortable. It's about withholding that can undermine everything you do. So only you know what's in your head, pup. If you're feeling something, thinking something, and it could be important, then maybe you should mention it. So what do? Ask for what you want, say no to what you don't want, and negotiate so that you don't damage the relationship. Fundamentally though, you're going to have to learn some principles about your communication to get your first collar in communication. You need to know that both you and your master, your trainer, both of you have to abide by these principles. It's not a one-way street. Communication between the two of you goes both ways. And it's important that you know what you desire from pup play, from the encounter, and be honest about it. If you're there just to have some oral sex, that's what you really want today, and you're not so keen on having a hood on, then you need to admit it and be honest about it. If your master just wants a blowjob and isn't keen on putting the hood on you today, he needs to be honest and straightforward about it. It makes everything so much easier. Brings us to the second part. Ask for what you desire, as I was saying earlier in your skill of communication. Both of you have to actually ask for it, not expect it. You're not telepathic. If you want this blowjob as a master, your pup's got no telepathy. He's not going to know. All the indications of come to my groin aren't necessarily going to tell a pup. Knowing what people want requires you to actually pay the fuck attention. You actually have to listen and pay attention to what you're hearing. It's simple. And if it's not being said, and you can see as a pup that your master's indicating come to me, and you're not sure, then make an effort to find out. You simply ask, like, Master, do you want a blowjob? I know I'm framing this in a sexual context, but it really covers a broad spectrum of your entire experience. Know what you want from pup play and pup training. And that works for both master and pup. Ask for it. And find out. Ask what master or what pup desires. At least make an effort. If needed, because of what you may want today and what they may want, they can be different. So if needed, compromise so that you can give a little bit of what they want. And if needed, you compromise, ask them to compromise so you can get a little bit of what you want. It's pretty simple. Go back and review what you've heard here and listen to it again and again and again until you've really got the idea of ask for what you want, say no to what you don't want, and negotiate your way through any potential conflict.